Have you ever shouted no at your dog and they barked right back? Or maybe you told them to sit, and instead of obeying, they talked back with a low growl, a whine, or even a sassy bark. It's funny at first. Feels like your dog has suddenly learned to argue like a teenager. But here's the truth. When dogs argue with their owners, they're not just being stubborn or funny. They're actually communicating something deep, something most owners completely miss. Because behind that playful bark or annoyed growl, your dog is trying to tell you something important about how they feel, what they need, or even about your bond with them. So before you laugh it off or scold them, stay till the end of this video. Because once you understand the hidden meaning behind your dog's arguments, you'll never see their barking the same way again. Why dogs argue back? When dogs talk back, they're not trying to disrespect you. Unlike humans, dogs don't understand defiance. They understand emotion and energy. So when your dog starts barking, whining, or grumbling after you correct them, what's really happening is an emotional response, not rebellion. Here's what those arguments might mean. Frustration or confusion. Your dog might not understand what you're asking, or they might be frustrated that the fun suddenly stopped. For example, if you stop them from chasing the ball or tell them to get off the couch, they might bark as if to say, "Hey, I was having fun. Why are you stopping me?" It's their version of saying, "But why?" It's not disrespect. It's confusion mixed with energy. Attention-seeking behavior. Dogs quickly learn that when they talk back, they get your reaction. Even if you scold them, it's still attention. And for a dog that's bored or lonely, any attention feels rewarding. So the more you react, the more they argue, because they've learned that's how to get your focus. Emotional bonding. Here's the sweetest reason of all. Some dogs argue with their owners because they feel safe enough to express themselves. Just like kids who talk more freely with parents they trust, dogs also vocalize more when they feel emotionally secure around you. That playful back and forth bark you share? That's not disobedience. That's connection. When it's a problem now, not all talking back is harmless. Sometimes it can signal deeper issues, and if ignored, can turn into real behavioral problems. Resource guarding. If your dog growls when you go near their food, toy, or sleeping spot, that's not playful arguing. That's possession aggression, and it means your dog is anxious about losing control over something they value. It's serious, and it needs calm, consistent training, not punishment. Fear or anxiety. Sometimes what looks like arguing is actually a fear response. A dog who barks back when yelled at might be saying, "I'm scared, please stop." Their argument is really them trying to defend themselves emotionally. If this happens often, it's a sign the communication between you and your dog needs repair, not more shouting. Lack of mental stimulation. When dogs don't get enough exercise or mental activity, they become restless, and that restlessness often turns into sass, barking, howling, or whining whenever you interact with them. Think of it as your dog saying, "I'm bored out of my mind, give me something to do." How to respond the right way. So what should you do when your dog argues back? Here's how to handle it like a pack leader who understands their emotions. Stay calm, always. The worst thing you can do is shout louder than your dog. Dogs mirror your energy. If you're calm, they calm down too. If you're loud, they get louder. Next time your dog barks back, take a deep breath. Don't react emotionally. Respond with quiet confidence. Acknowledge and redirect. Instead of ignoring your dog completely, acknowledge their energy, then guide it somewhere else. If your dog is barking because they're excited, say calmly, "I know, buddy, easy," and then redirect them to a sit or stay. Reward that calm behavior. You're teaching them, "I understand you, but I lead the energy." 3. Add daily mental workouts. Arguing dogs are often understimulated dogs, so make sure they get 1 to 2 hours of physical activity, 10-15 minutes of obedience training, puzzle toys or scent games for mental challenge. A tired, mentally satisfied dog has no reason to argue. 4. Strengthen emotional bond. Spend 10 minutes daily on calm affection time. No commands, no play, just presence. Sit with your dog, pet them gently, talk softly. This builds trust and reduces reactive barking over time. 5. Avoid punishment. Never hit or yell when your dog talks back. That only teaches fear and breaks communication. Instead, use body language, turn away, stay silent, reward calmness. Dogs respect calm, firm energy, not volume. So next time your dog argues with you, don't take it as disobedience. See it as a message. Maybe they're confused. Maybe they just want your attention. Or maybe they trust you so much. They feel safe enough to express themselves. Dogs may not speak our language, but they talk to us every day through their behavior. And when we learn to listen, that's when the real bond begins. If you love understanding your dog on a deeper level, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell, because in our next video, we'll reveal 5 ways to build unbreakable trust with your dog.